Yes, people, this is Ishmael Davis, and we are weighing in.
Yes, weighing in with Ishmael BP Davis. Congrats on a big performance. Before we get into it, the fight itself, tell the crowd watching this what the BP in your name means.
Black Panther. First of all, it stands for black excellence. You know,
Jeez.
It's about being courageous, and I'm about showing all the youth. Well, not just mainly black youth, but I feel like in my community anyway, there's a lot that I need to be proving and showing to the youth, you know, the community where I'm from, Chapel Town and that, because obviously people in Leeds, it's kind of a rough area, so I want to show the youth that there's another way out. Do you know what I mean?
Love that, big love. You know, I didn't even know that, but that's where I was born.
Yeah.
That's mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, man went Chapel Allerton, you know.
Yeah, it's true. Yes.
Listen, let's talk about your fight. From round one, you was laying into him with heavy blows, mostly headshots as well. Yeah. Were you surprised he took so many shots and kept coming?
Yeah, I was surprised. He was a strong guy, and he had a bit of power early on. You get me? But I knew that he's not as fit as me, and that I could grind him down, you know, with intelligent pressure. Do you know what I mean? But he did catch me with a few shots, and I was a bit nervous because obviously this is the biggest platform that I've ever been on. But I feel like this is where I belong, so I'm gonna look back at the fight and take a lot from it and come again.
Yeah, man, you didn't look phased at all by the crowd, the lights, the camera, the action. Mm-hmm. You were the first of two Leeds boxers. The second one was Jack Bateson and Shabazmasoud, two of the hottest UK prospects. Yeah. What did you make of that fight?
It was a tough fight for both of them. Like, they're both warriors. Hats off to both of them. Obviously, Jack's my stable mate, so you know I'm gutted about what happened, but you know, we're warriors, and this is what we're in it for. Win or lose, we put our life on the line every day. Not everyone can't do this, what we're doing. You know what I mean? So I just want him to be proud of himself, and he'll be back. You know, he ended in the last round, and he made it through well, nearly all the fight. Do you know what I mean? So it shows how much of a warrior he is, and I'm just I want to see him back in there. I want to see that fight again, because I know second time around it'll be different. But you know, it will come again, because Jack's not going to stop. I know him, and he's going to come even better. Leeds
is big on boxing, especially in recent times, and a lot of that is because of Josh Warrington, who obviously fights in December. Yeah. But also the honorary member Ebaniebridges, who also fights on that card. Yeah. How much of a role model is Josh Warrington for you?
Massive role model. You know, Jack's one of my boxing associates. I mean, Josh is one of my boxing associates. You know, he's a cool guy. I've met him a couple of times. Like, we're both from Leeds, but he's a big, massive role model to me, because it's showing you where we come from. If you grind hard and dedicate your life, anything can happen. And you know what it is? I'm backing him all the way. I backed him all the way from the start, but loads of people used to say, "Oh, I don't know this, I don't know that," but he puts the work in. So you can have someone that's good, but if they don't put the work in, they're never gonna make it. And he puts the work in. He grinds hard, and everyone sees it. His engine's fucking second to none. Do you know what I mean? He's got one of the biggest engines that I've ever seen. So yeah, he's my role model, I'll be honest.
Josh faces a tough opponent, but I think the fight that the whole boxing world wants to see next is that grudge match, Leeds versus Nottingham, Josh Warrington versus Lee Wood. If that fight was to be made, obviously you're going to back your boy, but how do you see it going?
I think that Lee Wood nearly lost against what's it called again?
McConlin,
yeah. And Josh's engine is even fucking is even better than Mick Collins. You know what I mean? Mick Collins is a great fighter, but I'm standing with Jack anyway. I mean with Josh, sorry. I keep saying Jack. I've just seen my boy, you know what I mean? So but yeah, I'm standing with Josh. I think it'd be too much for him. And he's like that from the first till the 12th round. So if he can stand that, then hats off to him, but I don't think he can.
There's a lot going off in your division, the middleweights. I want to ask your opinion on two upcoming fights which have been announced. One of which is tomorrow night on the Boxer Show, Tyler Denny versus Brad Ray.
Yeah.
Firstly, do you know any of them? Have you sparred any of them? And how do you see that one going?
Tyler Denny boxed my old stablemate Reese Cartwright. He boxed him. I think Reese beat him, but I don't know much about him. That's to be honest, I don't know much about him. I ain't really seen him box. I know that they had a good fight. They had a good fight. So if I was to comment, I'd be lying. So I don't really know him. You know what I mean?
Fair enough. Fair enough. What about Hamza Shiraz versus River Wilson Bent?
I don't really know them. You know, to be honest.
No, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Listen, let's stick to you then. You've gone to that sweet 10-0. What does a successful year in 2023 look like for you?
Well, I'll be honest. This year, because I've been in the gym non-stop, I've literally had about 2-3 weeks out the whole year. It's been my most progressive year. And look, now I'm on these shows and I got a stoppage on a big platform. And I want to get. I was supposed to fight Darren Surtees. I want to get that fight first next year because I feel like it's a good fight for me. And then I'd like to go on to a title. And if I win the title, that's what'll be a big year for me. Do you know what I mean?
Wicked. And last but not least, there's a lot of noise from where I was sat. What would you like to say to your supporters that came out tonight?
Thanks a lot, and it's only going to get better. You know what I mean? I won't let anyone down, but yeah, thanks a lot.
Wicked. Listen, it's been a pleasure having you on the channel for the first time. Thank you for your time, and thank you for weighing in.
Thank you as well.